bring in Congressman Roger Williams of Texas joining us on this. Congressman, good to see you, and thanks so much.
Always.
Talk to us, if you could, about the president appearing at the prayer breakfast, the National Prayer Breakfast. Obviously, we saw Senator Marshall there speaking as well. But ultimately, focusing on faith right now in this time, in this climate, this political climate, how important is that?
Well, I think it's everything. I mean, you have to have faith in people. You have to have faith yourself. You've got to know there's a supreme power that we all look toward. I think the president worded it very well. And, of course, he talks about the assassination attempt that brought him possibly closer to understanding that life is short and God's in charge. So I think his message is fine. It's certainly needed right now. We still have a lot of hate and anger out there, and even in amongst our congressional members on the other side, they are just seem so hateful and so forth. So I think it was a good message today. I'm glad he gave it, and we need to go out there and live it and make it happen and make this country the leader in the world, so we can have some peace and quiet and begin to work on loving each other and getting things done.
Amen to that. As you know, Congressman, God made us as male or female, and President Trump recognized that yesterday by signing an executive order that bans biological men from participating in women's sports, also giving federal agencies wide latitude to ensure places like schools that receive federal funding abide by Title IX in alignment with the Trump administration's policy that gender is assigned at birth. Do you support this move by President Trump?
Yeah, I think I do. I think it's been supported from the beginning of time. It's unbelievable, isn't it, that we had to have a signing ceremony, a press conference about a man and a woman. But that's where our country had gone under the Biden administration. Now we've got it back on track. And I thought it was great. And having those little children next to him when he signed it was fantastic. So, look, we've reminded ourselves as of yesterday there's a man and a woman, and we need to move from there.
Yeah,
men don't need to be playing with women in sporting events. That's just common.
No, and a great point to even have to be in this moment where an executive order by the President of the United States to separate genders on a competitive field and in bathrooms and locker rooms has to be done is unreal. But that is where this nation is, as you rightfully stated. But the NCAA is speaking out about this very executive order. In a statement, the NCAA President Charlie Baker saying, quote, "We strongly believe that clear, consistent, and uniform eligibility standards would best serve today's student athletes instead of a patchwork of conflicting state laws and court decisions. To that end, President Trump's order provides a clear national standard. The NCAA Board of Governors is reviewing the executive order and will take necessary steps to align NCAA policy in the coming days, subject to further guidance from the administration." Unquote. Now, Baker, for those that don't know, is a former Republican governor of Massachusetts who has not been a big fan of Trump in the past. But seemingly aligning with this executive order. Talk to me about that and others that are really not just getting behind this common sense, if you will, but standing behind women.
Well, first, the NCAA, they shouldn't take a lot of time to go ahead and agree with President Trump, and let's get on with it. There's been some issues with the NCAA that created problems. They were hard. Frankly, a lot of their leadership was not wanting to make decisions, but now it's been made for them. So I would hope they'd address that immediately. And I'm a big college athletic proponent. We need to get it right. Man, women, there is a difference. NCAA needs to recognize that, and let's move on. And it's simple. I mean, again, here we are talking about this when so many issues around the world that we should be focused on. But I'm glad it happened yesterday. I'm glad the NCAA is going to review it. But I hope they review it today and not wait any longer. Let's get it on and let's separate the sports and enjoy them.
Great point. There's such a limited number of scholarships when it comes to athletics, so you want all the female ones to actually go to women. That is Texas Congressman Roger Williams joining us this morning. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys. God bless.
You too.